Business asset disposal relief, formerly known as entrepreneurs relief, will see some major changes from next month, April 2025. So today is the 4th of March 2025. From next month, April 2025, and again further changes from April 2026. What exactly is business disposal relief, or as the old timers will fiercely stick to when it comes to terminology, entrepreneurs relief? Effectively, it's related to capital gains tax as the first point, but effectively it allows a 10% capital gains tax rate, a reduced 10%, so stay with me though, 10% currently, 10% capital gains tax rate on the disposal of certain assets. Now, when we're looking at certain assets, I don't want to go into too much detail or confuse you too much. This is supposed to be a very overview or minimalist video. Effectively, with things like disposing of your sole trade business, an interest in a partnership, a property which is related to trade, or shares in a trading company. On a very high level, these are the four aspects that you can up disposal relief to. Now, there are other conditions that must be met, and there's always nuances. When it comes to whether business asset disposal relief applies or not, there's always something that needs to be considered, that needs to be double checked, that needs to be professionally looked at. Sometimes people think business asset disposal relief, 10%, job done. No, it doesn't work like that. And there are also planning opportunities. Why? Because the lifetime limit when it comes to business asset disposal relief is £1 million per taxpayer, per individual. And therefore, when you're looking at husband and wife, you have the benefit of a nil gain, nil loss transaction, and therefore, assets can be moved efficiently, thereby utilizing £2 million of the lifetime allowance. We'll come back to the 1 million for this example. Currently, it's at 10%. Okay, so if you dispose of an asset where a gain of £1 million, you're paying £100,000 capital gains tax, right? 10%. Now, from April 2025, this will increase to 14%. Therefore, you'll be paying £140,000, an increase of £40,000 in capital gains tax. And that's why it's a timing issue. You have about 1 month to think about what you want to do, whether you want to accelerate transactions prior to April 25, or you're happy with the current setup and there's no transaction planned. Sometimes when looking at selling a business, for example, we're going a bit off topic here, but yes, there's that £40,000 tax saving, or between husband and wife, £80,000. But sometimes working on the business itself, meaning enhancing efficiencies, preparing the business for sale, spending an extra year, for example, can allow for an increase in sales value. So market value, proceeds, your disposal, the amount you sell the business for, you can, so it's about the way you think about it. Always be, okay, the tax rates are going to change next month. Let me quickly sell. Okay, you have to think about everything, right? So that's that though. It's something definitely that needs to be considered, whether you're selling an interest in your partnership, sole trade, a property related to trade. Remember, investment property doesn't get any relief. You're looking at 18%, 24%. But a property, for example, an office block or a warehouse, that you can potentially benefit from 10%. It's very beneficial. Business asset disposal relief is widely used, always utilized, must be utilized. If your accountant or tax advisor has even mentioned this, then there are issues, with all due respect. From April 2026, the relief will effectively, I don't want to say abolished, because it won't be completely abolished, and stick with me. It will be increased to 18%, which is the same as the basic rate. So you have 18%, 24%, and then here you have 10%, 14%, and then it'll come up to 18%. So it's still a benefit in the sense that the higher rate taxpayers, which those are the individuals, those are the taxpayers that are usually affected or relevant when it comes to business asset disposal relief, they can still save that 6% between the 24 and the 18%, but it's a big jump from 10% to 18%. So it's about timing, and it's about being informed of reliefs you have available. When we're looking at disposing of shares in a business, in a trading business, there are other mechanisms explored, such as the share-for-share exchange provisions. We're looking at gift holdover relief. We're looking at things like employee when selling, when exiting your business, management buyouts, and other reliefs or exemptions, such as the substantial shareholding exemption, that can all be explored, but the main thing for you is to seek professional expert advice from experienced chartered tax advisors like ourselves, and we are always on hand to help. The first thing is always to assess your whole situation. It's not, okay, April 2025, things will change, so let's just quickly sell your business. We look at your whole circumstance and we advise on the best strategy moving forward. I hope that helps. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. My name is Omar, tax advisor, and my email address is omar@aswatax.co.uk. If you require any support or assistance, then feel free to reach out. I hope to speak to you soon. I hope this video was beneficial. Thank you. Bye.